Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Now I know we are basically in August, but we are doing a little bit of an autumny set. And now I am excusing myself because Halloween bits and bobs are all over the shops right now. So this one feels a little bit acceptable. I've been trickling in a little bit of Halloween here and a little bit of autumn here, and this is just one of those videos. But it's a really cutesy set and I really like it. And even though I'm kind of working with autumny shades, you can absolutely switch up the color scheme and just make it a bit more, you know, up your alley, summery, autumny, springy, whichever colors you want to make. You can absolutely just switch it up and do it that way. I just have these beautiful crystals that I was really wanting to use, so that's kind of why we ended up with this kind of color scheme. But really, we are using quite bright colors. It's just when we kind of placed the top coat down, it kind of dimmed it all down a little bit, made it a bit more autumny. And the red choice here, I probably would have kind of went for a bit more of a brighter one, which maybe also would have stopped making it look a little bit more autumny, but I'm not mad at it. It worked out in the end. So we've got two nails here that are going to be an ombre, but we're doing it the other way, which is always the most trickiest thing ever, so not too much footage on that because that took me a while. But we've got two of those nails and we will be doing two coats on all nails. Now at this stage we are going to be doing a red French tip. If I could recommend a different red, one that I always talk about and I always try to use, obviously here and now I will be trying to use different reds just because I have different reds and it's a shame that they just sat there, and they are gorgeous colours and perfect. But you know when you kind of get used to like a perfection that is a bit hard to always beat. So Legacy from Madame Glam is like the best red you'll ever try, and it's like the most classic perfect red. Consistency is just spot on, like everything's just 10 out of 10 with that gel polish. So when you do pick up like a different red, you're thinking, oh my god, like I want to just run back to the other red. But yeah, I was challenging myself for a different red today. So now we're going over those ombre nails and we're going to place some glitter. And if you go back to the very start of the video to have a look at the very first prototype I showed you, the glitter is different, and I actually forgot which one I did and I thought it was this one. And I didn't notice it's the wrong one until the end when I compared the two and thinking, oh, that's not quite it. So I've gone in with like a neon orange one here. Preferably, I think what happened was I used like a see-through-y whitey one, but because of the colour in the background it kind of altered the shade of it a little bit and made it kind of fit a bit better. I just feel like once I top coated, the glitter just wasn't given the same way the other one was. So yeah, little disclaimer there. I would roll back to the start just to have a look, or when you get to the end just to kind of have a look and see the difference and which one you kind of prefer. But we're doing it on both ombre nails, which is also a nice trick if you ever cannot get the ombre to look good, but you still want it there. Then if you just pop some some glitter on, then it really does kind of dim it all down. You can't really tell as much, but you can tell it's an ombre, but you can't distinguish exactly how smooth an ombre is, which is a perfect little trick. So at this stage now we are matte top coating, which is wild. We're only 3 minutes in, but everything else is going to be done on top of the matte top coat. So we've got some crystals and we also have some 3D look to go for. So you know when you do your sweatered nails in the winter Christmassy sets, when you do your sweater nails, so we're going to do that technique but using some flowers instead, or making some flowers instead. So on the French tip, such a beautiful red actually, that one too. Using the orange, we're going to be doing some dotted flowers. So I'm using the most the most easiest way to make flowers for me, or that I find anyways. So it's just doing dots and then dragging them all into the center and creating yourself a flower. So I'm doing that. So we're going to have 3. One on one side, 2 in the other, but one above, one below. You want to do that, connect all the dots, create your flower. If you notice, I'm dragging out the center of the circle first, and then I'm doing the corners just to create like just to connect the corners and make it more of a petal looking shape. And then you want to grab yourself some clear acrylic. So the one I'm using today is from Glitter Bells, and that's only because I just had a massive pot of it and it's just what I got on my shelf. But if you're, that is a bit more of an expensive choice of acrylic. So if you are not into acrylics and you don't really want to be spending the money on the good stuff, you don't really need to. If you're only going to do it for sweaters, like, you don't need anything great to be doing the sweater looks. So You can literally get, I think you can literally get some on Shein, but you can definitely get some on AliExpress, like literally the most affordable, you know, random clear acrylic, because you're not actually using it to cap anything or anything like that. It's just to sprinkle in, like you don't need anything great. So that's nice. So on this one here, we're again going to repeat the flower look. So on this one, you've got 3 flowers going down that one side, and then it felt like the other side was kind of bare. Now, if you didn't want to do more flowers, you could just cover it up with some crystals, some caviar beads, but I already knew that I was going to do a line of caviar beads and crystals already, so I just needed a plan B. So we're going to go and put even more flowers down, because why not? Because we love some flowers. So on the other side, we're going to do another two flowers. So 1 flower in between the first 2 and another one below it. You'll see in a moment, but those ones will be much smaller just because we have less space, so we just gotta work with what we've got. So we're gonna do that now or in a moment, but I think it's about 3-4 petals each or so on. But like I said, it's all just depending on your nail beds, and if you're doing it on actual press-ons, like likely you're gonna have way less space. You're not gonna have to do this many flowers, or you can, but just make them very, very small just to fit them all in there. So again, you want to grab your clear acrylic in a moment, sprinkle that on, and those are the only 2 nails that we're going to do that kind of look and technique with. That's it. And then popping down for a cure. I do like to cure this, well, double cure, because it kind of feels like 2 products in one. It just kind of makes me feel wrong. So I do like to double cure. Once it comes out, I do wipe it down with a brush just to get rid of any excess, and I sprinkle on the clear acrylic until I start to see that the gel polish is starting to become a little bit more matte. And that's when you know it's time to pop that in. Now, here's my very organised and very put together container full of crystals, because I'm a very organised girly occasionally. So we've got, as you can see, some orange and red crystals, which are just, honestly, the best, for me, best word to describe it is just fiery. They look amazing, fiery, like the colours are unreal, especially that orange. The crystals today that I've got, and I actually got them ages ago, are from AliExpress. Yeah, amazing, like 10 out of 10, in love. And it came in one of those like mixed bags of different sizes, but I know on AliExpress you can often also get actual size bags, kind of up to you. I have usually mixed feelings on mixed bags and just sizes. Like, I love charms, and I'm a bit more of like a collector of that kind of stuff, so I often find myself picking up like one bag of one size, but then I find myself needing all the other sizes, so you end up spending way more money. So those mixed bags are actually a good choice. And I do get them, but you know, especially when it comes and you love a colour, or if you're like into a certain size, it just kind of runs out really fast and you end up having to buy another baggie anyway. So kind of up to, you kind of all know yourselves, so you know which baggie basically to take, or which one you want, depending on prices too. Now on this one, down the centre there, between the nude and the colourful other side, you want to put your rhinestone glue gel down, and then we're going to do 3 caviar beads crystal, 3 caviar beads crystal, and you want to switch out the crystal with the orange, and you want to switch it out with the red as well. So it's going to be orange, red, and so on, all the way down that nail. And that one is that one done. So it was actually quite therapeutic, this nail. The next one won't be so much. I like the look of them. I don't like making them. But yeah, and then once it's all done, I do like to use one of those cuticle pusher tools just to sharpen up the the line that I'm trying to create. Like, I feel like with crystals, it just is always, especially caviar beads, it's just so hard to get a straight line. So I like to use that too, but I don't think there's footage of that. But you know, those cuticle pushers and the different like ends to them you can get. I just use that to straighten up, but you can use anything you've got to hand. Then in the center of those flowers here, we're going to place some crystals as well. On those ones, we're going to do red because we've got the orange flower. And then in between the flowers, I just felt like it was just boring. They needed something more. So we're going to do just a couple, nothing too crazy, in between just some more caviar beads as well there. If you wanted to, maybe you could have done something along the smile line as well. Not sure. I don't know exactly what you'd do, but there's an option for you if you didn't like the look that I'm going for now. So off that one goes to the lamp. Now, this is the nail I really don't like doing, but I love the look of. So on that last nude nail that we've got looking very boring right now, we're going to do zigzag patterns, and they're again very popular during Christmas. They always kind of look like bauble nails in a way, like you're, you know, popping on your tinsel and your baubles on your Christmas tree, but they're also quite nice little filler nails too, and I like the look of. I just feel like it just takes so long to make. So once you've placed your crystals down, again I'm going orange, red, you want to place the caviar beads down each zigzag that you created. Now buckle up because it will take you some time. It takes a lot of time, but if you've got the time, then it's definitely worth it, because I love the way it looks. Honestly, it looks stunning. So I'm gonna basically play about here and probably spend the next hour, and I'm joking, just some time doing that. I did end up cutting the footage because it's just so boring. Obviously try and straighten it up as much as you can, make it as straight as you can, because you can actually quite see that when it's not straight. But here are the final results of today's little sprinkle of autumn. So I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I would love to see you all in my next video. Bye guys.